Imagine the perfect Michigan summer day. Sunshine on your face, that gentle lapping sound of water, and then the promise of some really delicious food after just pure relaxation.
Right. And what if we told you there are these hidden gems kind of scattered across Michigan's inland heartland that offer exactly that and honestly so much more?
Today, we're taking a deep dive into one specific gem, Houghton Lake. It's Michigan's largest inland lake, actually.
Yeah, huge. And our sources, they're pulled from some recent travelogues, personal trip notes too. They really highlight this diverse range of soul-filling moments you can find there.
Seriously, we're talking everything from really casual lakeside dining, which we'll get into, to proper off-grid camping,
Mm-hmm.
peaceful river floats, and, those classic local food spots that just taste like nostalgia.
Exactly. So our mission here in this deep dive is basically to give you a shortcut. We want to help you uncover these unique Michigan treasures without all the guesswork.
We've pulled out what we think are the most important insights, exploring not just what you can do, but really why these experiences capture that perfect getaway feeling.
Think of it as your curated guide, maybe, for planning your next trip up to the Mitten State.
Okay, before we jump right in, just a quick reminder. If you like what you hear, please hit like and subscribe to The Deep Dive. It helps us a lot.
Absolutely. And check out the affiliate travel links in the show notes. We've put some recommended gear there, stuff that genuinely made these trips better for us.
Oh, and we love hearing from you, so definitely suggest new places or, ask questions for future deep dives in the comments below. We actually read them.
We do.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our first stop takes us right back to that quintessential Michigan Lake Day, the ones. And it culminates in this meal that it perfectly captured the whole spirit of Houghton Lake.
Could set the scene for us.
Right, so picture this. Blue skies, just a light breeze. We're on a pontoon boat, packed with family, snacks, the whole deal. We launched onto Houghton Lake, which, get this, is over 20,000 acres.
Wow, that's massive. Nearly 30 miles of shoreline, I think.
That's it. So we spent hours just, drifting, anchoring, swimming in that amazing warm water. Just perfect.
Okay, I'm feeling relaxed already. But eventually, the hunger hits, right?
Oh, yeah. Sun starts going down. Everyone's getting hungry.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a fancy dinner hunger. It was that specific, I need something fried in a basket by the water kind of hunger.
I know that feeling well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's when we spotted Lakeside Bar and Grill. It's tucked right there next to the public boat launch. You could smell the fried goodness on the breeze.
Oh, nice.
The setting sun hitting the water just right. It was kind of instant. We just knew.
So what was it about that first impression? What made it click?
Honestly, it was the total lack of pretense. It's not flashy. There's no gimmick. It's just simple, honest food. And the vibe is totally laid back. Come as you are, straight off the lake.
Right, flip-flops and damp hair are probably the dress code.
Totally. Most people head for the outdoor picnic tables. Great views of the lake. And the menu is just classic American comfort food. Baskets, burgers, pizza, pasta, some seafood. Just good, satisfying stuff.
Sounds perfect after a day on the water. So this lakeside spot, it seems like it's more than just the food, right? It's kind of capturing that Michigan lake culture itself.
Exactly. It's unpretentious. And the food delivered. We got the beer-battered cod basket.
Ah, a classic choice. How was it?
It was exactly what you hoped for. Thick, flaky cod, light golden batter, fried super crispy, but not, greasy or soggy.
Nice. That's key.
Yeah. Came with fries, tartar sauce, lemon wedges. Just indulgent and felt totally deserved after swimming all day.
What else did you try?
We also got the beer-battered chicken strips and chips.
Good.
Also hand-dipped, crispy outside, really juicy inside. Came with barbecue sauce, hot fries. Just satisfying,
Sounds like solid comfort food. Portions okay?
Yeah, generous but not like overwhelming. You can tell the kitchen actually cared. Every bite tasted fresh.
And the atmosphere. You mentioned the view.
Oh, the ambience is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
You're sitting there. Houghton Lake is gently lapping right beside you. We could see our pontoon tied off nearby. Other families laughing, kids running around the dock area. It was just so Michigan summer. Like it could have been a postcard.
Totally get that picture. Even the simple stuff feels right in that setting.
Right. Even eating out of paper baskets with plastic cups just felt correct. The food was hot. The breeze was cool. Sunset turning the lake gold. They spaced the outdoor tables well, too, so it didn't feel crowded. And pretty much every table has a view.
And the service. Sometimes those busy lake spots can be a bit hectic.
Not here. It was that small-town friendliness,
Yeah.
Genuine smiles. The staff pointed us to a shaded table right away, brought water, gave honest recommendations, like, oh yeah, the cod basket's a classic, or the strips are legit.
That makes such a difference.
It really does. Even with a full patio, they never seemed rushed. There was this easy pace that just mirrored the lake itself. Made you feel right at home.
That's great. Okay, so tips for visitors thinking about lakeside.
Definitely aim for golden hour, maybe 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. The light is amazing, and the patio has a nice buzz then.
Good tip. Seating.
Outdoor tables are first come, first served. If it looks full, honestly, just take a little stroll along the lakefront while you wait. It's lovely.
Parking.
Small lot right there, but there's overflow parking near the boat launch, so it's usually not an issue.
And the dress code we kind of covered, but basically.
Totally casual. Bathing suits, cover-ups, flip-flops, sun hats. Maybe throw on a dry shirt and attempt to tame the pontoon wind hair if you feel like it.
Ah, love it. Anything you're eyeing for a return trip?
Oh, yeah. The shrimp basket looked really good. Maybe the Trapper Burger or their BBQ chicken pizza. They had steamed blue mussels, too.
Yeah.
And cheesecake. Definitely cheesecake next time.
Okay, my mouth is watering. But let's shift gears a bit. Beyond the bustle of the lakeside restaurants, you found a different kind of Michigan retreat, right? Something more off-grid.
Yes. This is where it gets really interesting, especially if you're looking for a different kind of escape. Our deep dive takes us to this hidden bluff. And the best views, not from mountains, but from these quiet, reflective lakes. Welcome to Barney Lake Vista.
Barney Lake Vista. Okay, tell us about it.
So it's this private slice of forest perched just above a really quiet Michigan lake just outside the main Houghton Lake area. It's a hip camp spot, like Airbnb, but for unique camping.
Right, I've heard of hip camp. Cool concept.
Yeah, and this is a one-site retreat, so when you book it, it's all yours. Perfect for really unplugging, unwinding, just off-grid peace.
What kind of camping is it suited for? Tents, RVs?
We took our little off-grid trailers, an Intech Flyer Explorer, which was perfect. But it's great for van leafers, tent campers, pretty much any rig that doesn't need hookups.
Gotcha. So first impressions when you pull in?
Just stillness. You're deep in the woods, and it hits you that this whole space is just for you. There's a really solid metal fire ring, a sturdy picnic table, nice flat pad for parking or pitching a tent.
Sounds simple but perfect.
It is. Wide open sky above, and this mowed path that leads you right to the edge of the bluff overlooking the lake. It's quiet, secluded, and bonus pet-friendly.
Oh, nice. And the nighttime sounds.
Just nature. We heard barred owls, distant loon calls, no traffic noise, no generators from other campsites. Just peace.
That sounds incredibly restorative. You mentioned the bluff catches the morning light.
Oh, beautifully. We made a ritual of having coffee out there around 6:30 a.m., just watching the mist rise off the lake. It became this quiet time for sketching cartoon ideas. We have this little Barney series based on our travels.
Huh. That's fun. So it wasn't just about peace, but inspiration, too.
Exactly. That kind of deep quiet, that absolute absence of distraction, it really creates this unique mental space. You're not just peaceful. You're actually, fostering creative thought. It was amazing for that.
I can see how that solitude would work. And it sounds like a prime spot for some campfire cooking, too.
Oh, definitely. Our Dutch oven became the hero of the trip. Perfect for slow meals, sunrise breakfasts. The fire ring area had plenty of space for setting up a tripod or arranging coals.
And what kind of stuff did you make?
We did some cinnamon apple biscuits one morning, a hearty stew another night, baked beans. But the real star was this Dutch oven pulled chicken.
Ooh, pulled chicken over a campfire. That sounds ambitious but delicious.
It's actually way easier than it sounds. And it's such a campsite hero because it's so versatile.
Yeah.
We made campfire tacos one night,
Yeah.
turned leftovers into a rustic chicken stew the next day, and even made chicken slaw sandwiches for lunch. Plus, it stores well in the cooler and honestly tastes even better the next day.
Okay, you have to give us a few secrets to campfire Dutch oven magic. How do you make pulled chicken work like that?
Well, the key is really managing your fire and getting good coals. You want a solid base, maybe 25, 30 briquettes if you're using those, nice and even underneath, then about 10, 12 coals on the lid.
Right, gotta get that heat all around.
Exactly. Then prep is simple. Slice an onion, smash some garlic, season the chicken we use bone-in, skin on thighs, about 4.5 pounds, with smoked paprika, salt, pepper.
Sear it first.
Don't have to, but yeah, we recommend just sear the chicken skin side down in the Dutch oven with a little oil or butter for a few minutes. Adds great flavor. Then take it out, saute the onions and garlic, scrape up any brown bits.
Building flavor layers.
Totally. Stir in your spices. Then nestle the chicken back in, add about 2 cups of broth, cover it up, put those coals on top, and then you just let it simmer.
How long does that take?
About 90 minutes usually. Check the liquid levels partway through. And the trick is to rotate the pot itself maybe 90 degrees every 30 minutes, and the lid 90 degrees the other way. Helps it cook evenly.
Oh, smart. Prevent hot spots.
Yep. Once the chicken is super tender, you take it out, shred it,
Hmm.
discard the bones and skin. Then you can let the liquid in the pot reduce a bit for like 10 minutes to concentrate the flavor. Then stir the shredded chicken back in. Done.
Wow. 3 meals from one cook session. That's efficient camping. We'll definitely link the full recipe details in the show notes. Any other fire cooking tips?
Use a trivet under the Dutch oven if you're putting it directly on coals. Keep an eye on your coals. You might need to add fresh ones every 30–45 minutes. Try not to lift the lid too often. You lose heat. And yeah, rotate the oven and lid separately.
Good advice. And food safety-wise, how long does that keep in a cooler?
We found it was good for up to 3 days, kept in a sealed container with plenty of ice in a good cooler.
Perfect. Now, this off-grid setup sounds amazing, but did it make you think about gear you wish you had or things that would make it even smoother next time?
Oh, for sure. The wish list definitely started growing. A countertop ice maker sounds decadent, but for fresh drinks,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's next level.
A good portable power station and a folding solar panel are high on the list just to keep phones and lights charged easily. Maybe one of those magnetic RV screen door kits, keep the bugs out while letting the breeze in.
Oh, yeah, those are handy.
And a really good electric cooler, like a Dometic, so you're not constantly dealing with melting ice. Plus, maybe a camp coffee percolator or an AeroPress for better coffee, and a collapsible sink for easier dishwashing.
All sounds like smart upgrades for comfortable off-grid living. What did other guests say about Barney Lake Vista in reviews?
People rave about it. Lots of little slice of heaven comments. They mention how quiet it is, even on busy weekends, and how easy it is to find, surprisingly, even though it feels really remote.
Any wildlife sightings mentioned?
Yeah, deer, loons, cranes, even a fox sighting. It really feels like you're immersed in nature.
So, key pro tips for someone booking this spot.
Bring your Dutch oven, definitely. An extra folding chair is always nice for maximum lounging. Set up any solar panels early to catch the most sun. Maybe use a reflective blanket over your cooler to boost its efficiency. And yeah, take time to just sit on the bluff at dawn, sketch, journal. Just be.
Sounds like a truly special place. Okay, so we've had lakeside dining, off-grid solitude. What's next? Michigan summers aren't just about lakes and campsites, right?
Exactly. They're also about those flowing waters, the rivers that offer a completely different kind of calm, a different way to relax.
Ah, I think I know where this is going. Tubing.
You got it. This brings us to Paddle Brave Tubing near Roscommon, Michigan. We did this over a 4th of July weekend, actually.
Oh, bold move on a holiday weekend. How was it?
It was surprisingly great. We chose to trade the usual fireworks chaos for flowing water, and it was the right call. It's about a 4-hour tubing trip down the south branch of the Osable River.
The Osable. Beautiful river. Was it a crazy scene?
You know, it wasn't some commercial zoo, as you might expect. It was festive, sure, people were having fun, but it was still really laid back. Felt more like an old-school river experience. Community, calm, cold drinks floating beside you, that kind of thing.
Sounds ideal. How was the setup with Paddle Brave?
Super easy. Quick check-in, they give you these bright purple tubes. They even have built-in cup holders, which is crucial.
Absolutely essential technology.
Right. Then a short shuttle van ride upstream. They help you launch, and that's it. Time just melts away. The river there is pretty calm, mostly shallow, perfect for just kicking back and letting the current do the work.
What were the highlights of the float itself? The scenery.
Oh, the scenery was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Towering pines lining the banks, then opening up into sunny clearings, then back into these peaceful green canopies. Sometimes it felt like floating through these like cathedral-like corridors of trees with the sunlight dappling down. Really beautiful.
Sounds lovely. How was the company? Crowded.
It was just right. Enough people around to feel lively and fun, but never felt tacked in. You see groups with their tubes tied together, coolers floating alongside.
The classic river flotilla.
Exactly. Conversations drift between groups. But mostly it was just pure relaxation. Feet up, drink in hand, maybe some soft tunes playing from someone nearby. Just
Okay, yeah.
total bliss. The perfect summer break.
That sounds absolute perfect. Anything else about Paddle Brave that stood out? Any hidden perks?
Yeah, actually. One of the best parts is that the float ends right back at their campground.
Yeah.
Super convenient. You just hop out, dry off, maybe change.
Oh, that is convenient. No waiting for a shuttle back.
Nope. And they offer camping there too. Rustic cabins, tent sites, RV hookups, all tucked into the woods. Even if you're just tubing for the day and not staying overnight, they let you use the facilities like showers and picnic areas afterwards.
That's really good service. Makes it feel welcoming.
Totally. The staff were great, really friendly, gave good local tips. It felt like the kind of place you immediately want to come back to, maybe book a cabin with friends for a whole weekend next time. It felt genuine, you know, not overly commercialized.
So overall, a strong recommendation for Paddle Brave.
Absolutely. Friendly staff, beautiful stretch of river again, really scenic, shallow, great for beginners. The 4-hour length felt perfect. Enough time to really unwind, but didn't drag on. Even with the holiday crowd, it was lively but respectful. And having the camping option right there is a huge plus.
Yeah. Sounds like everything just clicked. Sunshine, nature, good company. Nothing on the schedule except float, laugh, relax. Can't beat that.
Pretty much sums it up. Okay, so connecting this all back, travel isn't just about the big scenic views or the adventurous stuff, right? It's also about those local tastes, the flavors that become part of the story of your journey.
Food as memory.
Exactly. Which brings us to our next stop, a place that's definitely woven into the fabric of our Houghton Lake trips.
All right, where are we eating now? I feel like after floating for 4 hours, pizza might be in order?
You read my mind. So on our third trip back to that awesome campsite, Barney's Bluff, which by then really felt comfortable, like returning to a favorite well-worn book, you know?
Yeah, that magic of traveling with your own rig, returning to familiar spot.
All right. Anyway, we just couldn't resist the gravitational pull of a local institution. Bucilli's Pizza in Houghton Lake. This is a certified deep dive travel stop.
Chili's. Okay, sounds like a classic. What's the vibe?
It's got this great nostalgic blend. Kind of Italian-American comfort meets Northern Michigan charm. Think family-style booths, checkered tabletops, that old-school hospitality. It feels like it's been there forever.
And has it?
Pretty much, since 1977, officially. But the Bucilli family, Melio, Angelo, and Butsy, they brought their recipes up from Detroit way back in the 1950s. Their whole formula seems to be keep it simple, keep it fresh, and do not skimp on the toppings.
My kind of pizza philosophy. So what's the classic order?
For us, it's got to be pizza loaded with pepperoni, Italian sausage, and this is key, those unmistakable canned mushrooms.
Ah, canned mushrooms. A specific choice.
It is, but it just works. It transports you back, you know. Kelly, my partner, usually hits the salad bar too. It's fresh, crisp, simple iceberg, cherry tomatoes, cucumber. Basic but good.
Gotta balance the pizza. What else?
Gotta get the breadsticks. Golden, toasty, perfect for dipping. And they usually disappear. Fast.
Naturally. Drink of choice.
Just plain soda water with lime for me, usually. But the best part is sipping it from one of their frosted Bucilli's pizza glasses. They say, slicing pies since 1977. It feels like this little authentic keepsake you get to use while you're there.
That's a nice touch, a tangible reminder of the moment.
Exactly. And it connects right back to Houghton Lake itself. We mentioned it's the largest inland lake, over 20,000 acres.
Right, huge.
But did you know it's also home to Tip Up Town, USA? It's this massive winter festival they have every January, right out on the frozen lake. Ice fishing, snowmobiling, the whole winter carnival thing. Bucilli's is right there, part of that year-round local fabric.
Ah, interesting. So it's a hub in winter, too. Why do you think we, travel for pizza? What makes a simple stop like this so memorable?
Well, like you said, food is memory, right? It's story. It connects you to a place and a time in a really visceral way. And for us, this stop at Bucilli's, especially coming back year after year, it ties into that bigger journey we're on. Retirement, simplification, trying to live more slowly, more intentionally.
So it becomes more than just a meal stop. It's a ritual.
Exactly. It's a ritual. Good food, simple surroundings, that strong sense of place. It just transforms a random Tuesday or whatever day it is into something lasting.
I love that. Okay, quick deep dive travel tips for Bucilli's.
Location. Bucilli's Pizza, Houghton Lake, Michigan. What to try. Definitely the sausage and pepperoni with canned mushrooms. Embrace the tradition. Drink. Soda water with lime in a branded glass. And for your base camp, maybe the Flyer Explorer parked back at Barney's Bluff. Perfect pairing.
It's like a plan. Okay, let's wrap this up. We've covered a lot of ground around Houghton Lake.
We have. From that casual lakeside dining at Lakeside Bar and Grill
The cod baskets.
to the really peaceful off-grid tranquility and Dutch oven adventures at Barney Lake Vista.
The pure relaxation floating down the Osabla with Paddle Brave.
And ending with that comforting, nostalgic slice at Bucilli's Pizza.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
I think it means that Michigan's inland gems, places like Houghton Lake, they offer this incredible wealth of experiences. It doesn't matter if you're seeking adventure or quiet solitude or just really, really good comfort food that, hits the spot.
Right. These are the kinds of places that seem to fill your soul, not just your travel itinerary. They offer genuine connections to nature, to local culture, maybe even to yourself.
Which kind of raises an interesting question, doesn't it?
Go on.
What local flavors, or maybe what hidden spots, are out there waiting to become the next unforgettable chapter in your travel story. Could be a new twist on something classic or just a place that feels perfectly you.
That's a great thought to leave people with, something to ponder for their own adventures.
Definitely. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to The Deep Dive for more insights and discoveries like these.
And do explore those affiliate travel links in the show notes if you're looking for gear recommendations. Your support helps us keep doing this.
Absolutely. And please drop a comment below. Tell us your favorite Michigan spots or ask any questions you have for future deep dives. We really do want to hear from you.
We'll be back soon with more stories, more discoveries, and probably some more unexpected gems in our next adventure. Stay tuned.